Alright, so it's been a long time since I've uploaded on this channel, over a year since my last real video, and so I thought that now that things have started to settle out in my life a little bit, I would come back to YouTube, hopefully making more videos more consistently, and so I'd make this video as a way to sort of explain where I've been and what's new and what's coming next on the channel. So a couple of updates, other than this mustache and the fact that I'm filming outdoors for the first time on this channel. A lot of things have happened since you last saw me on the YouTube channel. First of all, the last time I made a real video was back when I was studying for my astrophysics undergrad degree. I've now graduated from that, and in fact I went on to study a master's in space engineering, so I actually flipped completely from physics and astrophysics and went straight into the engineering route. I actually also graduated from that master's, so I've got 2 degrees under my belt somehow, and I've now started a job as a spacecraft engineer. So I've gone from being an astrophysicist to a spacecraft engineer, if you will, or an astrophysics student. Those are the sort of main life updates, and as you can imagine, during that time there was a lot of moving around, a lot of busyness, a lot of stress and high workloads, and it just didn't really feel right to me to be spending time doing something like YouTube when I had these big commitments going on. Thankfully I did really well in both of my degrees. I got a first and a distinction, but now that I've sort of not really got any academic commitments and I'm in sort of a more normal 9-to-5 job, it means that I've got a more structured routine in terms of when I've got time to film these videos and plan them and edit them and so on. So now that that is all out of the way, I hope to be able to upload on YouTube a lot more consistently, and at least be able to upload regularly enough that, you know, the channel and the content I produce can sort of reach a wider audience. So on that note, what is next for the channel? Well, at the minute I think I'm going to continue making videos for students, mainly because that is most of the current audience that I have, and it's what I've got a fairly decent knowledge base in, if you want to call it that. So I'll be structuring my videos towards sort of university students, physics students, with a few videos on personal development, productivity sprinkled in. Those are the things I'm interested in. But I've been thinking long and hard about what I actually want to upload on this channel. And for me, the main thing I want to upload on this channel is stuff that interests me. It's things that I find interesting, things that intrigue me, stuff that I want to find out about, things that I learn about, and then want to share with the internet. So going forward, I think there's going to be a transition from student videos, because I'm not really interested in student life at the minute. I've got quite a bit of information I can share about that to help other students, but I'm not interested in learning too much about being a student anymore, given that I'm not one. But I am interested about the sort of similar topics in productivity, self-development, stoicism, fitness, just stuff to make you a better all-round person. So hopefully in the future I can transition into those sort of videos and sort of provide value in that way. I know a lot of you are going to be wondering now, what about the science videos? I've uploaded 1 science video, and I did have big intentions to continue making those videos. In fact, I've got about 3 or 4 fully scripted videos that I just didn't have time to film or animate. And those are still something that I'm really thinking about. And I've got sort of 2 options. I'm not really sure which one to go with, so hopefully by uploading this video I can get some sort of insight from you guys on what you think. The first option is that I upload sort of the student videos or the self-development videos or the productivity videos or whatever on this channel, as well as the science videos. Now that comes with the benefit that I know a lot of you want to see science videos and are interested in those sort of things. And it sort of gives me the added advantage that I've already got a pre-built audience for that. The downside to that is that I'm sort of splitting my content between 2 groups of audiences. So people who are interested in science videos aren't really necessarily interested in productivity videos, and people who are interested in productivity videos maybe not interested in science videos. And so there's a small sort of gap in the middle of that Venn diagram where there are people who are interested in both, like me. But generally speaking, I feel like there's a bit of a gap between those two audiences, and so I might be uploading videos to a channel with, in the future, say 10,000 subscribers, but only 4,000 are interested in the science videos, and only 4,000 are interested in the productivity videos, and 2,000 are sort of in the middle. So it doesn't really do well for the YouTube algorithm, and I'm not really sure that that's the way to go. The other option is that I make two channels. One for a science channel with just science videos, and one for this channel where I upload sort of things that interest me. Now, this comes with the benefit of being able to have those separate audiences on separate channels, but it does mean that I'm then splitting myself between two channels. I might possibly be wearing myself too thin, and a lot of the advice that I've seen online suggests that it's best to just focus on one thing and just go for that. So at the minute, I'm a little bit torn on what to do. Right now, I think the best option is to just do the student videos and the productivity videos on this channel, see how that goes, and sort of maybe in the future set up a science channel as a sort of hobby project type thing where I just talk about topics that interest me. I've got a few ideas, and especially sort of in the long term, where I think the science videos and the student videos could come back. But for now, I think I'm going to transition away from those and see how that goes. And the final thing I wanted to talk about that is new or that's currently in the works is my website, lewiscooper.net. I had this running for a while, but I just couldn't maintain it while I was studying, so I got rid of it for a while. But I've now restarted that. I've got a ton of blogs on there, a ton of articles on there about student life, about productivity, a lot of information I found from books that I want to put into my own format, and I've uploaded them as articles. They seem to be doing pretty well without the momentum from my YouTube behind them, but if you are interested in reading those, they're in sort of a more formal, I guess, written style rather than these videos, but some people prefer that, and there's some pretty good diagrams and graphs that I've sort of used to support the evidence that I've got from a lot of the books that I've read. So you may find that useful. And in the future, I'm going to be setting up a newsletter on that channel, or on that website, sorry, and on the channel, where I'll be talking at a weekly basis about some stuff that I found interesting, some of the resources that I found in that past week, some of the books I've been reading, and some of the insights that I've got from the content that I've been consuming. So if that is something that interests you, then definitely stick around, subscribe to the channel, subscribe to the newsletter on the website where I'll be producing more regular content. Hopefully I can get this plan rolling. I've got a ton of video ideas that I'm sort of in the works with right now, filming and editing those, so you'll hopefully see those very soon. But if you're not interested in the sort of outline that I've given for the future of this channel, that is completely fine as well. You're more than welcome to unsubscribe, and that's completely fine. I want my audience to be people who are interested in the content that I'm interested in making, and if that's not for you, then there's no harm in you unsubscribing because of that. But hopefully most of you are interested in the videos that I'm planning to make, and we'll see that in the coming weeks the videos that are coming out are going to be of higher quality, and I've got a lot more research and thought made behind them. So if that sounds good to you, make sure you stick around, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.